At the roof of the world, in the farthest region of Central Asia, the Aga Khan Development Network is bringing milk and hope to nearly 50,000 children. The future of the region, one of the poorest in the world, depends on what happens to these children. From a farmer in the United States to a child in Badakhshan, a region that spans across Tajikistan and Afghanistan, the milk travels halfway around the world by ship, train, truck, cable crane, boat, and donkey. It is a long and arduous road to reach the children, but it is only one part of Aga Khan Development Network's commitment to bring hope to communities, to improve education, and to work together with them to provide tools for economic prosperity in the long run. In Tajikistan, the collapse of the Soviet system in 1991 led to near starvation and civil war. Afghanistan also is emerging from decades of war and poverty. The Afghan part of Badakhshan has the highest rate of infant and maternal mortality in the world. Now the fragile peace of this region is fraught with danger from fundamentalism, the ever-present drug trade, and above all, from poverty. Milk is an incentive for parents to send their children to school. Children like Ramzi and his sister Shanuza in Tajikistan.
The children in these districts go to school. Often they have to walk for a couple of hours. We came across children that in fact had to cross a river sitting on a rubber tube. So the distance they cover to get to school is quite long. Often they go on an empty stomach. They spend the whole day in school without anything to eat or drink.
In 2002, Aga Khan Foundation USA, with the help of the United States Department of Agriculture and Agribusiness Management Company, began distributing free milk to children in 384 schools in Tajikistan and Afghanistan. For these undernourished children, milk gives them strength to learn. Healthy minds in healthy bodies is the most immediate goal of the Education, Dairy, and Nutrition program. Ramzi and the other children in his class drink a serving of milk every day.
The difference between when didn't get the milk, after 3 lessons, they're feeling themselves bad, and they can't not listening to their teacher. Now the children are confident. They can sit at school after 2 or 3 hours.
The Afghan side of Badakhshan is so isolated by 20,000-foot-high mountains that girls' schools here were even beyond the reach of the Taliban. They too now benefit from the program, and teachers report better attendance and performance in school. The non-fat dried milk from America is shipped to a processing plant in Kazakhstan, where it is reconstituted into liquid milk and fortified with vitamins. The Education, Dairy, and Nutrition program is a collaboration of private and public partners.
Our job is to make a quality product, make sure that the milk is of the right quality and can withstand the heat and all the temperatures that it has to go through, and can stay on shelf for enough time to be a safe product when it gets to be distributed in Tajikistan and Afghanistan. It's an important learning experience which Kazakhstan as a country, and we are as a company, a donor country and donor company, to be able to give to people in need and learn how to do it properly, what to watch for, and how to think about it. For Kazakhstan, it is very important that we have good neighbors. Neighbors that have no poor population, can be fed well. Neighbors with economies that are developing as Kazakhstan economy is developing.
Where there had been only stones and mountain streams, the Aga Khan Development Network works in partnership with the communities to build roads and bridges to reach the children. This brings work to the many unemployed men through food for work projects that improve the well-being of families. The only way to reach the Afghan part of Badakhshan is through Tajikistan. The newly constructed bridge at Tem links Tajikistan and Afghanistan, creating a corridor of hope and opportunity for this entire region.
Last week, for the first time, when we crossed the milk for the schools, we not only took the vehicles across the bridge, but we drove all the way to the schools.
The Panj River divides the two countries. The children wait eagerly on the other side. They have come to depend on the monthly delivery. Planning for the future, the Aga Khan Lycée, a model school in Horog, teaches English in preparation for higher learning.
Milk help us to read many books. I like it. It is vitamin. It is very good. We like milk.
Do you know where this milk came from?
This milk came is in America at Almata and is with from Aga Khan, and in Almata came to me. Teacher.
Higher learning for the mountain communities will take place at the University of Central Asia. It will have an ambitious mandate to eradicate poverty in the region. The milk program comes on the heels of 10 years of support by the Aga Khan Development Network in community organizing. Parents' committees raise funds to repair schools, buy fuel for the forbidding winters, and rent textbooks. The Aga Khan Development Network is also committed to train teachers in order to improve classroom techniques, curriculum, and school management. Moving mountains little by little, the Aga Khan Development Network is working with the communities in Tajikistan and Afghanistan to build a better future for themselves and their countries, to improve healthcare and nutrition, to better care for their livestock, and to increase local production of milk, and to build irrigation channels, roads, and bridges. While the challenges of achieving self-reliance are great, there already are dramatic successes. In the Gorno-Badakhshan region of Tajikistan, the local food production has already improved from 15% to 80% over the past 10 years. The children have developed their own version of self-reliance. In Afghanistan, they recycle the milk cartons into school bags. In Tajikistan, Ramzi and the other children use the empty cartons to create models of houses, playgrounds, and even a furnished hospital. Ramzi gave his model house to the U.S. Department of Agriculture to show his thanks for the milk. The house was brought to Washington, D.C.
Little doors inside?
Yeah, a lot of work. So,
this is a budding either construction type or an architect.
He's an architect.
I don't know what, but I think, I mean, he's got all the little details. Look, we've got the arches for the windows.
One day, Ramzi may be a carpenter, like his father, and build real houses and real hospitals.
When I grow up, I will be a doctor in the hospital. When I grew up, I will be an English teacher. When I grow up, I will be a teacher.
And maybe the future doctors and teachers in his class will work in these hospitals and schools, bringing greater opportunity and hope for generations to come.